able to heal. You're meant to raise the conscious level here on earth. You're here to raise the vibrational level, right? So there's something here in regards to you, though, that feels like it's disconnected. There's a sense of, you know, your purpose, you know what you feel called towards. You may not know what it looks like, but there's some form of whatever this Three of Swords is: hurt, trauma, pains, experiences, life experiences. And I'm also getting the energy of survival mode because I'm seeing the Five of Swords in my head. There's some form of survivor mentality, having to endure, having to persevere, going through a lot of hard circumstances that most people in this lifetime will never experience in 2 lifetimes. You've been through some shit that most people will not experience in 2 lifetimes. But how do you endure such a pain? How do you endure such a fate? How do you? And who's there, if you will, on the flip side of that, to help heal you? See, the thing about you, Starseed, you have the healing capabilities to change people's lives. But still being of the flesh, even though you are a Starseed, who heals you? You know. Tell me more, Spirit. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Three of Pentacles. There's something in regards to the color blue, royal blue, justice. I know there are certain stones and crystals that are, well, not necessarily crystals, but certain stones that are of royal blue color, but there's a need to, if you will, have that color in some way, shape, or form, whether it's on your phone background, whether it is with the, you know, a gemstone, whether it is some form of piece of art or something that you can kind of keep by you to settle the energy or settle your energy, especially when you may feel turbulent based off whatever this Three of Swords is or was for you that you still carry to this day. Whatever hurt, whatever pain, whatever experience. And I'm almost getting the sense of, how can I put this in the best way for you, Starseed? Some form of distortion here when it comes to our perception of reality. Not saying that you don't see reality for what it is. Absolutely you do. Seven of Swords here in the reverse. You see people for who they are. You may try to see the best in people despite knowing that people are flawed. Despite knowing that people will always come short or always fall short, I should say. But it feels like whatever this hurt and pain is, the distortion lies within being able to truly feel or be your true authentic self. There's a struggle with truly living out your purpose or truly being in your authentic energy. Not saying that you don't try to or there aren't times, but it's the internal conflict because of whatever pain or strife you've been through versus your path and the light that you're meant to walk down. One more. Ooh, way too many. Strength card wanted to pop out though. One more, Spirit. I don't know why I'm hearing Joan and what's the band called? Joan and the Jets? Joan Jett? It's something like that. I've never heard a single song in my life by them. So that's why I'm struggling to figure out the name of this band. It's Joan and the Jet or something. You guys know. If you guys know your old music, you know who I'm talking about. Bottom of the deck, Six of Fire, which is the Six of Wands. And I'll even point out underneath that we got the Ace of Fire. Healing. I would ask you, how are you utilizing the gift that you were given? The gift that you were given by the ethers, by the other side, whatever it is that you believe. But it feels like, again, you literally have, and this kind of goes back to that Earth Angel reading that I did so long ago. It feels like there's similar undertones here for me. Because you're here in the flesh, but the soul is not of here. The spirit is not of here, and you have a higher calling. You have a higher calling more than most. I would probably say if you are into astrology in any way, shape, or form, if you were to look at your natal chart, you would probably have some very rare placements And you would also as well within your chart have placements that are indicative of unnatural abilities or unnatural possessions, if you will, that are not, again, of this world. Again, psychic abilities, heightened intuition, mediumship, different, all the clairs, right? Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, etc. You mystify, you define reason and logic. And I think that's the struggle here for you, because you feel it, but yet you feel earthly pain. You feel earthly hurts and sorrows. And the examples of that is you may have been a starseed that may have dealt with homelessness. You may have been a starseed that dealt with financial issues, poverty. You may have been a starseed that has dealt with forms of different domestic abuses, whether it's seeing that with your parents growing up, even you personally experiencing that in some shape or form within your life, whether, I'm not going to go deep into the different types of abuses because I don't want to trigger anybody here. But you get what I'm saying, right? You may have felt like life was always not in your favor, or there was always some upheaval. Once you catch a break, once you get a breath of fresh air, here comes the next issue. Here comes the next problem. Here comes the next hurdle that I got to face. But as they say, the biggest challenges are only given to the ones that can really succeed and handle them. And guess what? Each and every challenge that you went through, whether you're in the midst of your storm right now, Starseed, or whether you're coming out on the other side before you get to your next challenge and hurdle, you've always been able to prevail. But guess what? That doesn't make it any easier. You just know how to cope with it better each and every time. But it doesn't make the pain and it doesn't make the hurt easier. And what it does is it feels almost like a deterrent from you being able to truly live out your life path and purpose. 3 of Pentacles. Being able to be of assistance to others, being able to work with others and help others, be able to be a guide or a leader or give mentorship or be a healer for others. Justice. You bring balance, you bring peace, you bring calm. You have that ability to bring that within yourself. I just think that at times when life gets hard or you deal with difficulties, it's really hard to tap or tune into that energy, but you have that very fair, understanding, balance, calm energy. It's a very feminine energy, right? Whether you're a masculine or a feminine, it doesn't matter. The energy itself is very feminine, nurturing, bringing peace. Justice is the peacemaker. You are the peacemaker. You are the one that is meant to bring humanity together. And I'm not saying all of humanity, right? Not one person can take on the world. Not one person can take on the world. But with the changes that you do make in this world while you are here, Starseed, you're able to make impact and changes in other people's life that causes a ripple effect to affect and impact the next generation, and so on and so forth. And that's the way you take on the world, right? So you have that ability, and I love that we have this Fool card here, because every time I look at this card, this lets me know. And I look at this because it looks like a guardian angel, and it feels like that. In all white. Very pure energy. There's an innocence about you. Not to say that you are innocent, again, of the flesh. We fail. We fall short. That's human nature. But there is a purity within you. There's a light within you that is good, that wants to do good, that tries to do good. But this is somebody, Starseed, you're that person that, despite wanting to do good, having that good light, having that good nature within you at your core essence, right? I'm not talking about your shortcomings or deficiencies within your characteristics or your personalities. We all have that. I'm talking at your true core soul essence. There's a purity here, but it feels like, despite wanting to really let and allow that light to shine, when we go through these challenges, these upheavals, these hurdles, these burdens, it's like it constantly just beats down that innocence and that purity within you. But guess what? You always have the strength to overcome that and rise past and above that. 6 of fire to the Ace of fire on the bottom of the deck. Success, victory, new beginnings. You are the fire starter. You are the fire keeper. You are the initiator. You are the change maker. And you are, the game plan. You truly are a part of a game plan here, not in a manipulative way by the universe, but you are a part of the universe's game plan. But it is to create some form of change in the world. And you have those capabilities. You have that ability. You probably have fire in your chart, or you may have some form of fire placement. I wouldn't be surprised if your north node was in a fire sign, right? If I'm going to get really specific here. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm getting strongly, right? But you're meant to create and cause change. You're meant to shake up the conscious collective. You're meant to create some form of transformation here. And again, you can't take on the world, but the people that you can leave an imprint on, they're now able to pass that forward, which allows that evolution to continue and to continue to evolve. So I want to get one more card here. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. I don't know if you live close to maybe the forest, woods, some form of rustic scenery, right? Not saying that you may live around a corner from it or you have woods in your background. That could be the case, but I'm saying you can take an easy commute to get to, nature area, right? Some woods, maybe a preserve, some form of woodlands. In this fall season, there's a need for you to connect. Radical honesty. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. If I can show you. So I'm going to ask this of you. Despite what you've been through, homelessness, struggle, strife, abuses, turmoil, internal or external, losses, wins that became losses, false victories, all of that and then some. Please, please, please find a way to connect to the soul space and connect the soul space to your reality space, right? And being honest with yourself and truly living in that purpose of, you know what? No, I don't feel like everybody else. No, I do feel different. I'm not fully sure of if I'm doing the right thing or if I'm going the right path. But you know what? If I am in my authentic truth and if I'm being very authentic with myself, I know that I'm here for a higher reason. I know and I understand that, no, I'm not like everybody else that's in my external environment or in society. But you know what? That's the blessing, and that's my winning key here, in my winning factor of being able to make a change. We can't make a change by being like everybody else, but I know that I was given and sent, and I have a divine purpose. I wasn't placed on this earth just to live, exist, pay bills, pay taxes, and die. That I know that I'm not of this earth, but I'm here to make a change for this earth. And being very honest in your truth here, okay? So I'm going to leave it here. This has been on my mind, very heavy to at least get this message out to you. Whoever you are, don't know. But hopefully this provided some solace, some understanding, a little bit of clarity. All right.